Welcome back to the Awesome Agents podcast. I'm Alex, and today we're talking about a pretty spectacular e-commerce flameout from OpenAI.
Yeah, this one is worth unpacking because the gap between what was promised and what actually happened is really striking.
So set the scene for me. What did OpenAI actually launch?
Back in September 2025, they launched something called Instant Checkout inside ChatGPT. The pitch was simple. You asked ChatGPT what to buy, so why not just buy it right there?
That does sound like a natural extension, like cut out the middleman.
Exactly the logic. They launched with Etsy and Shopify, partnered with Stripe on payments, and even open sourced something called the Agentic Commerce Protocol.
And Etsy stock jumped 16% on the announcement day, so the market believed it.
Very much so. Travel and retail companies were truly worried about being cut out. Booking.com, Expedia, all of them started rushing to build ChatGPT integrations.
So what went wrong?
The core problem was user behavior. People used ChatGPT the way they use Google to research and compare. When it came time to actually buy, they went somewhere else.
So the discovery happened in ChatGPT, but the transaction didn't.
Right. OpenAI's own internal data, reported by The Information, showed near zero purchase conversions despite high browsing activity.
That's a brutal gap.
And Forrester had data supporting this. Across answer engine users, completing a purchase was the least adopted use case. Even among Gen Z, only 35% had used ChatGPT to search for products at all in the past month.
Okay, and then there's the merchant side, which was also not great.
They promised over 1 million Shopify merchants would integrate. The actual number that went through the checkout plumbing? About a dozen, out of millions on the platform.
Wait, a dozen?
Roughly 12. Shopify's president called it gated while they waited for agent app expansion that never arrived at scale.
And there's a regulatory piece here too, right?
A big one. As of February this year, OpenAI had no system for collecting and remitting state sales taxes across the US. No fraud prevention, no refund handling. These aren't small things.
That's the whole operational layer of actually running a storefront.
And Amazon and Shopify have spent decades and billions building that infrastructure. OpenAI tried to bolt it on in 6 months.
So when the reversal was announced, the market moved pretty fast.
Fast and in one direction. Expedia gained almost 14%. Booking Holdings added over 8%. Travelzoo climbed nearly 11%. Shopify itself gained nearly 4%.
Which is kind of wild because Shopify was the launch partner. Why would they gain on bad OpenAI news?
Because the market had priced in the risk that ChatGPT would disintermediate them. When that risk evaporated, the stocks recovered.
So what does OpenAI say about all this?
Their official statement was very measured. Something like, we're evolving our commerce strategy to better meet merchants and users where they are. Very diplomatic.
Translation, it didn't work.
TD Cowen was less diplomatic. They called it a stunning admission and said it signals the AI as the new OS thesis is either not playing out or pushed back notably.
That's a pretty damning read from Wall Street.
There's also a consumer psychology piece that I think the original pitch underestimated. Buying a $400 jacket through a chatbot with your payment data stored by OpenAI is a different proposition than buying it on the retailer's own checkout page.
Yeah, trust, return policies, all the things you know are in place when you're on the actual merchant site.
And for anything significant, people want those assurances. The discovery might happen in ChatGPT. The money still goes through the platform you trust.
So is this the end of AI native commerce or just a setback?
I'd call it a timeline correction. The idea of agents handling purchases at scale isn't dead. The mechanism OpenAI tried bolting checkout onto a chatbot interface was the wrong form factor for right now.
The companies that own those checkouts just had a very good Thursday, as someone wrote.
They really did. And for the next AI company thinking about going head-to-head with commerce infrastructure, this is a pretty clear case study in what not to skip.
All right, that's a wrap on this one. OpenAI kills in chat checkout. Full story at awesomeagents.ai. We'll be back with more soon.
See you next time.